A very good evening. You're joining Prime TV News with me, Vibhuda Vijay Bandara. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of December 2019, and here are today's headlines. The program of generating 100,000 new jobs will commence on the 15th of next month. Suspects of the Easter Sunday attack named. Presidential Commission's interim report will be submitted tomorrow. High Commissioner of India and Ambassador of China call on the Prime Minister. 28,000 million rupees allocated for projects in 14,000 Grama-Niladhari divisions. And from news overseas, Australia endures hottest day on record. And now for the news in detail. The government's program to create 100,000 jobs to eradicate poverty will commence on the 15th of next month. A special discussion on this matter was held under the patronage of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa today. They will also be provided with foreign employment based on their skills. The initial decision on establishing a multi-purpose development task force, according to the police statement, was held at the Presidential Secretariat. Employment will be provided to selected poor and unskilled people who have no higher education. It is estimated that about 30,000 more jobs will be created in case of supervising the new force. About 10,000 graduates are to be recruited to management and field-level supervisory posts. The President stressed the importance of implementing this program efficiently. The import cost of agricultural products exceeds 2,000 million rupees. The Secretary to the President, Dr. P.B. Jayasundara, said that this program will target to cut the amount by implementing a range of projects. After completion of 10 years of service, they will be included into the pension scheme. Presidential advisor Lalit Vedatunga said that this would change the system of neglecting those without educational qualifications. The CID informed the court that 8 persons, including the leader of the National Tawheed Jamaat organization, Mohammad Zaharan, Muhammad Ilham and Muhammad Zaharan's wife Abdul Qadir Fatima Qadiya, were named as suspects of the Easter Sunday attack. The CID told court that 8 suspects were involved in the incident. The court allowed the CID to investigate the DNA of the 40 suspects who have been detained and interrogated pertaining to the Easter Sunday attack. The CID educated the court that a group of suspects who are in the custody will be handed over to the Terrorism Investigations Division as they had established links with the ISIS terrorists. The suspect, who was arrested for propagating this attack as an IS attack, was further remanded till the 31st of this month. Meanwhile, the 4th Magistrate ordered the Timirigasya Divisional Secretary to submit a report on the remains of Muhammad Ilham, the man who had detonated the bomb at the Shangri-La Hotel with the leader of the National Tawheed Jamaat organization, Muhammad Zaharan. The Timirigasya Divisional Secretary was also ordered to bury the body parts of the suspect as relatives of him refused to accept his remains being kept at the Colombo General Hospital morgue. The case was postponed to the 22nd of January. The interim report of the Presidential Commission of Inquiry on the Easter attacks is to be handed over to the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa tomorrow. The 5-member commission headed by Appeals Court Judge Janak was appointed on September 22nd to investigate the terrorist attack on Easter Sunday by former President Maithripala Sirisena. The members of the commission are Appeal Court Judge Nisanka Bandula Karunaratna, retired Appeal Court Judge Nihal Sunil Rajapaksa, retired High Court Judge Bandula Kumar Atapattu, retired Minister Secretary W.M.M. Adhikari. The commission has recorded statements from about 30 people in the span of 3 months. Reports say that the commission has received more than 65 public complaints. Representatives from various fields made statements before the commission. It is also reported that a special person has made confidential statements before the Commission of Inquiry yesterday and the day before. The interim report contains the details of the investigations will be handed over to the President tomorrow. The Colombo High Court today decided to hear the case regarding the abduction and disappearance of journalist Prageet Aknaligoda on February 20th. Data regarding 10 telephone numbers named as evidence in the case was also presented before the court today. The case was taken up before a panel of judges comprising Sampath Abekun, Sampath Wijeratne and Gihan Kulatunga. Deputy Solicitor General Sudarshana De Silva, appearing on behalf of the Attorney General, informed the court that data of 10 telephone numbers named as evidence in the case was submitted to the court and further details of them will be submitted before the 20th. The three-member panel of judges directed by Solicitor General to file the data before the 20th of this month. Judge Sampath Abekun, the chairman of the three-member judge panel, stated that Ayyasamy Balasubramaniam, who has been named as a defendant in the case, was released on personal bail but was issued notice to rearrest as bail conditions were not fulfilled. Judges also pointed out that defendants' liberty to leave the judiciary premises has been undermined. It was emphasized that if the bail conditions are violated continuously, the bail would be cancelled and remand him until the case is over. President's counsel Anuja Premaratne, appearing for the accused, apologized for the incident. Fort Magistrate Ranga Dissanayake has ordered that former Secretary to the Irrigation Ministry does not need to appear before the court again. A case has been filed against Ivan Silva in connection with the Gingnilwala irrigation project. He was accused of misappropriating 4,012 million rupees by soliciting 5% commission from a Chinese company. According to the police statement, that the former secretary was not a suspect in the case and he was ordered not to appear before the court again. High Commissioner of India to Sri Lanka and the Ambassador of China to Sri Lanka called on the Prime Minister. Indian High Commissioner in Sri Lanka, Taranjit Singh Sandhu, during his meeting with Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, stated that the Indian government is zealous on strengthening Indo-Sri Lanka relationship. They also exchanged views on several areas that were discussed during President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's recent visit to India. Meanwhile, the Chinese ambassador in Sri Lanka, Zheng Zhuyuan, met with Prime Minister and discussed on projects being implemented by the government of China in the country. Meanwhile, the Japan-Lanka Friendship Foundation has donated an ambulance worth 350 lakhs to the Sri Lankan Air Force. The relevant documents were handed over to Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa at Temple Trees. Parliamentarian Buddhika Pathiran and the President of Japan-Sri Lanka Friendship Foundation, Dr. Lal Tilakaratne, were also present in the occasion. State Minister W.D.J. Seneviratne states that steps will be taken to provide 2 million rupees for each Gramanildari division to continue development activities. Attending the ITN 7th hour program, the minister made the comment. State Minister W.D.J. Seneviratne said that the prime objective of the President is to develop the grassroots level of the country. Under Sapiri Gamak concept, cities and villages will be linked to ensure a rapid flow of resources to the underdeveloped areas. The minister noted that a total of 28,000 million rupees has already been allocated for the project to be distributed among 14,000 Gramanildari divisions. Minister Seneviratne highlighted that the President's aim is to recruit unskilled labour to the public sector who are unable to find employment owing to the inadequate educational qualifications. The State Minister also said that an employment pool will be set up to supply jobs to at least 130,000 youths countrywide. Parliamentarian Veneral Athuraliya Ratanathera visited the Criminal Investigations Department today to inquire about the investigations into the Batticaloa campus. The Thera has also requested the CID to implement the investigations into the institution in a systematic manner. Speaking to the media, Venerable Athuraliya Ratanathera stated that there is a plan to provide technical education free of charge at the land block acquired by MLA M. Hizbullah. Venerable Athuraliya Ratanathera stated that Hizbullah had acquired the land chunk on behalf of an organization called Hira Foundation. And moving on, former UNP General Secretary Tissa Attanayake says that the Parliament's composition needs to be changed to realize the optimistic program of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Tissa Attanayake was speaking at ITN Sammadya program. He further stated that it is not appropriate to have clashes regarding the UNP leadership. The former General Secretary to the UNP noted that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has taken a number of commendable decisions during his tenure. He pointed out that the decision to ban pictures of politicians inside government offices is highly appreciable. Tisattanayake also praised the new president for asking politicians not to obstruct public life by accompanying unnecessary vehicles. The former UNP General Secretary noted that they will be supporting all progressive initiatives of the current government to develop the nation. Tisattanayake said that his personal opinion is that Ranil Wickremesinghe is more qualified for the post of opposition leader with his experience in politics. He noted that the party leadership should be subjected to change. Tisattanayake pointed out that the majority expects to see Sajith Premadasa leading the party. MP Namal Rajapaksa accuses that the former Minister of Housing has misused money of state institutions. Speaking to the media after participating in a public rally in Veerakettiya, he said that the present government will ensure justice for the people who had been badly affected by the Udagammana program. Namal Rajapaksa noted that public money has been embezzled in millions by the former Minister of Housing. He stated that the public coffers were widely fiddled by the Housing and Cultural Affairs Ministry during the last few years. MP Namal Rajapaksa also said severe deforestation was caused in the guise of construction of houses for the poor. Responding to a query raised by the reporter, Namal Rajapaksa said that the former housing minister has made thousands of people in Hambantota district debtors. He pointed out that political future of the former housing minister is in danger due to his bad policies. Parliamentarian Hesha Vitana says that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has taken many important steps to change the country. He made this statement addressing a media briefing. Hesha Vitana praised President Gotabaya Rajapaksa for prudent decisions taken following his ascendance to power. The MP appreciated the President's move to appoint non-political professionals as heads of state-owned organizations and corporations. Hesha Vitana pointed out that the people are reposing hopes on President Gotabaya Rajapaksa in regard to implementing the policy manifesto declared during the presidential campaign. The Met Department announces that showery condition over the island, particularly in northern, eastern and Uva provinces and in Polonnaruwa district, is expected to enhance further. Showers or thunder showers will occur at times in northern, eastern, north central, Uva and central provinces and in the Hambantota district. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places elsewhere after 2 p.m. Light showers may occur in western and northwestern provinces in the morning too. Heavy falls about 100 to 150 millimeters are likely at some places in eastern and Uva provinces and in Nuwara, Matale, Polonnaruwa and Mullaitivu districts. Fairly heavy falls about 75 to 100 millimeters are likely at some places in Sabaragamuwa and western provinces and in Kandy, Hambantota and Galle districts. Wind speed can be increased up to 50 km per hour at times in the north central, northwestern, central and Uva provinces and in the Hambantota district. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in western and Sabaragamuwa provinces during the morning. General public is requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightnings during thunder showers. Prison guard dies and 3 others critically injured after van crashes into a tree in the roadside at Sirigiri area. The police said that the accident had taken place while an inmate was being taken to the Hinguragoda Magistrates Court from Pallekele prison to be produced before the court in connection with a case. The accident occurred when the van veered off the road. Sirigiri police further stated that among the injured were the inmate and 2 prison officers. And now for news from the business world, this is Biz News. The World Bank approved a $25 million loan to the government of Sri Lanka to improve the transparency and the efficiency of core government and public financial management functions. The public sector efficiency strengthening project will help strengthen the institutional capacity of the Ministry of Finance to improve efficiency and deliver better services. The use of information technology and greater human resource capabilities will be the key drivers of the 5-year project. The European Union will be a partner in PSEP with a technical assistance of €10 million to help strengthen core public finance and accountability institutions. The use of smart technology-based systems such as e-procurement will enhance efficiency, improves transparency and accountability of public institutions through the simplification of procedures. With that, we end today's Prime TV News Bulletin. Prime TV News will return tomorrow. And in the meantime, make www.itnews.lk your go-to source for the very latest in news at home and overseas. Have a pleasant day and good night.